Hi, thought I'd try another vlog. This time, hopefully, just a week instead of a month. Just heading out. It is hot out here. We spent the weekend visiting my family in Rochester, New York. So it was a very long drive there and back. So I'd really like to be just in my recliner today, but I have a massage scheduled, and I'm massage therapy, which I'm so glad I scheduled ahead of time because I've got this real knot in my shoulder. I can't move my neck all the way. I think it was just from not sleeping in my own bed, sleeping in a guest bed with a firmer mattress than I'm used to. So quick stop at the drugstore and then massage therapy, and then hopefully I'll be able to move my neck a little more freely. Oh, that's so much better. She really worked out the knot that was in my shoulder, and I can move my neck now. Everything feels better. So that was good, but I only get a half-hour massage because any more just really crashes me. But even 30 minutes, in another half hour or so, I'm going to be really sleepy and probably a little run down later today, but it's worth it because everything's loosened up and I can move again. And now it's time to have some lunch, put my feet up in the recliner, and then take a nap. And I'm looking forward to that. I need that today. Hi, Tuesday, and a very special day for me because I have a whole day all to myself. My husband actually went into the office, which he rarely does, and he's taking someone out to dinner for work tonight. So I've just got, don't get me wrong, I love my husband and I love spending time with him, but since the pandemic started, it's been a little too much time. I really need a little quiet solitude each week just to kind of recenter. And today's that day. So it is going to be, lots of gnats out here. It is going to be 95. It's already really humid. So I just thought I'd get over to our local nature center for a really short walk before it gets too hot to tolerate. And I brought along with me, let's see, a stack of books that I'm going to donate to the little free library at the nature center. So I'm going to do that first and then take my walk. So there was a lot of noise back there near the nature center entrance and where the little free library is. It's summer, so it's summer camp season. Lots of groups of kids of all ages wandering around and screaming in the water. And but back here on the path, it's really quiet. You can hear the birds and see this is just a little creek. There's a bigger one around the corner. This is why, even though it's hot out, I wanted to get out into nature just for a few minutes to just soak up this silence and natural sounds and greenery. This is what I need. So things are starting to heat up, but I just wanted to show you this beautiful creek. And I hope you can see this on the video. There are butterflies all over the place. They're just like fluttering all around me. There's a butterfly garden up at the beginning of the trail that I stopped at. And I mean, I just saw dozens of butterflies, plus a hummingbird that was not quick enough to capture on film. But this is, yeah, it's so hot. I really wish I could just lie down in that water. But I did see a group of little kids here for camp dressed in swimsuits and water shoes heading for the creek. So that's the place to be today for sure. Found another spot filled with butterflies. They're just all over the place today. They're so beautiful. So I am here in my recliner. It was really hot out, even though it was early. It was only 10 a.m., but our humidity is 80% today. So even though the temperature wasn't that high yet, it felt like a jungle. But I did enjoy being outside for a little bit. I did a little bit of writing, which I haven't done in a long time. And I mean, other than my blog. And I am now enjoying lunch. I've got my paleo smoothie. I found out that I'm sensitive to whey, which I kind of knew because it does upset my stomach. So I've been trying to find a replacement protein powder. This one has, it's a vegan protein powder, so it's mostly peas, which I'm also sensitive to, but it doesn't have the obvious bad effects that whey does on me. So I thought I'd try it. It's okay. I just don't like the flavor very much. Even with all this chocolate and stuff, it's not like the whey powder, which makes a wonderful smoothie. So, but it's not horrible. It's better than the last one I tried. It's just got a little off taste. And I am enjoying, since I am alone today, I am enjoying my favorite happy TV show. Grey's Anatomy just puts a big smile on my face. There was just this hilarious line that made me smile, so I am enjoying that, and when I finish with lunch, I'll go up for my nap. Hi, Wednesday, and I have another day mostly to myself. My husband did end up coming home for dinner last night, which was a small disappointment because I suddenly had to figure out what to make and cook something. But he helps, he always helps. But he is in the office again today. It is a very unusual week. And I'm just, trying to enjoy a little quiet solitude, get a little bit done. So as you can see, I'm taking a walk again today. It is a tiny bit cooler, though I use the term loosely, than yesterday. It's only 9:30 in the morning and it's already about 80, but just like yesterday, the humidity's like 80%, so pretty steamy out here. It's actually lovely where I stopped here in the shade with a little breeze blowing, but I did want to get out before it got any hotter. If you follow my blog or my YouTube channel, you know that I went through almost 2 years of relapses for various reasons. One unidentified, the COVID vaccines made me worse for about 6 months. I actually got COVID in January this year, and that made me worse for about 5 months. So I've been through this series of relapses, and I've lost a lot of my stamina during those. And again, I want to point out, I can only do things like take a walk because of the many treatments I've found that helped, particularly treating immune dysfunction and treating orthostatic intolerance. Those are the things that allow me to take a walk without crashing. So I am trying to just rebuild my stamina now that I'm kind of back at my normal baseline. I still certainly have very strong limits. I need a nap every day, 9 to 10 hours of sleep every night, but within those limits, I can do a little bit more, and I'm trying to improve my stamina so that kind of get back to where I was before all these relapses. So, long way of saying I'm enjoying a little walk this morning. I'm back inside now. Was pretty hot out there, but I'm not nearly as overheated and sweaty as I was yesterday, so progress. By the weekend, we're supposed to be down to highs only in the 80s and lower humidity, so I am so looking forward to that. I mentioned that I'm trying to get into more regular movement and exercise because I can tolerate it because of the treatments. But I'm also, this summer has been so hot and I'm so heat intolerant, and I've really missed my time outdoors. Normally, it's one of my goals to spend time every day outdoors. And the summer's just, you know, some days when it's 95 and humid, you just can't. So I've really been missing that. So that's the other thing. Now that I'm feeling a little bit better, closer to what is normal for me, I'm trying to get back to spending a little bit of time each day outside because it just lifts my spirits. It's restorative. Now, however, as you can see, I am in my recliner, which functions as my office. I'm gonna try to get caught up on a few things today. We were away last weekend, so I got way behind on emails, and I've got a video to edit and a few other things. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work from my recliner office. Hi, so it's Thursday and I'm a little run down today. We had a meeting with our financial advisor yesterday at 4 o'clock, which is a bad time of day for me. When I get up from my nap, you know, I am usually just laying low. And instead we had a half-hour drive, and then it ended up being a 2-hour meeting. And just sitting still in a chair for that long really wiped me out. And then I stayed up much too late reading because I'm right at the end of my book, The Overstory, which has been amazing. But I've been reading it for like 3.5 weeks now, and it just feels like I never quite get to the end. Every day I'm like, oh, I'm gonna finish it today. So last night, even though I was exhausted, I read a little too late, which I don't normally do. I know my limits, but I still didn't finish it. I've got like 4 pages left, and I never read in the morning. I read before my nap and at bedtime. But I think I'm gonna read this morning and just finally finish that. So I was up too late too. So today's just gonna be kind of a low-key day. Got huge bags and dark circles under my eyes, although you may not even recognize me because I'm wearing a little bit of makeup. I am going to record my 10-minute weekly book video about what I'm reading. And I do put a little bit of makeup on for those kind of videos because I've noticed I look really washed out otherwise, and the dark circles get really bad. So it's probably silly of me, but I hardly ever wear makeup. It's like weddings, funerals, and YouTube videos. So that's my plan for today. Then I'm gonna take it easy, hang out on the recliner, do a lot of catch-up stuff. So just a quick look at my morning routine. I already took these when I was upstairs. I take them as soon as I get up because it's got my thyroid pills in it, which I need to take on an empty stomach, and also my first dose of probiotic for the day, which also needs to be on an empty stomach. It's also got some stuff for mast cell activation, quercetin, and which I'm probably saying wrong, and my H2 blocker. So already took that. So Mucinex, you can probably hear I'm froggy this morning. I usually wake up that way. This is my glutathione nasal spray, which works really well. And B12, today is a hydroxy day. So gonna take my B12 shot. And these things might actually perk me up a little bit. So breakfast today is oats and other grains. I just found this product thanks to a friend of mine at Trader Joe's, It's whole oats, but combined with amaranth, quinoa, chia seeds, and ground flax seeds. So it's got more protein and more good fats than just plain oats does. I've had to find breakfast alternatives since I found out that one of many food sensitivities I have is egg whites. So I don't eat them every day now, which I used to. And I'm mixing in oats, but it's hard to find, it's hard to get enough protein from a breakfast without eggs. So I was really happy to find this product, and it's delicious. I add a little bit of extra chia seed to it. I always add nuts to my oatmeal, and I always use fresh fruit. I have been really loving all these wonderful fresh local organic peaches that we get from our weekly fruit and vegetable shares. But I think I've been eating peaches every day. So, you know, one of the things that's important with food sensitivities is not eating the exact same thing every day, because you can develop a sensitivity to it. It's something I just learned. So I think I'm just gonna open up some frozen raspberries and mix those in, which is really delicious. Okay, so my oatmeal's ready. As you can see, it's got the raspberries in it, turned the whole thing red. And the pecans, I wanted to show you what else I had. A little bit of stevia, plenty of cinnamon, and sea salt. Most people with ME/CFS have orthostatic intolerance, so most of us need extra salt. I say that with the caveat, always check with your doctor. There are a rare few who have high blood pressure and should not add extra salt, but for most of us. So I don't add enough to make the oatmeal salty, just enough to enhance the flavor and give me a little salt boost to start the day. And then at the table, I use a little bit of maple syrup. I put it in this squeeze bottle so that I can use just a little bit to add the flavor without getting too much sugar. And I alternate now between almond and oat milk, again, trying to avoid the things that I'm sensitive to and developing additional sensitivities. So it's almond milk right now. Okay, I'm starving, I'm gonna eat. I am down to the last few pages of The Overstory by Richard Powers, and I felt like I needed to be outside to finish this book. It's all about trees, so I'm out on our deck. It's not too horribly hot yet, and I'm surrounded by trees. This just feels like a fitting way to finish this book. So I came out here just to read those last few pages of my book, and I just finished it. The problem is, I think I'm more worn out than I thought I was, and I don't want to get up. I'm in a reclining chair, and it's really nice out here on the deck. So I think I'm just gonna chill and rest a little bit. It is a different world out here today. We finally got a break in the heat. The humidity's down to about 50%, which is like unheard of during the summer here. It's in the 70s this morning. Not supposed to hit 80 until about noon. It's just beautiful. So I decided to finally try to do a little bit of weeding. I'll show you my setup. So, well, first of all, yeah, we have a jungle here. And this is the smallest of the flower beds that are currently filled with overgrown weeds. It's just been too hot all summer to do anything. You can see the last time we had a semi-cool day, I cleared like a tiny little spot. So I'm hoping to make some progress today. I've got my little cushiony rug to sit on, sit and kneel on. My son got me that one year. So that way I can keep my heart rate low, just sit and weed. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to put my heart rate monitor on. I have to go back in for that. But I won't be out here for too long, and it's nice and cool. So I'm hoping I can just make a little bit of progress. Okay, I'm getting hot, so it's time to go in. It's been less than 30 minutes, so I didn't overdo. Cleared a little bit more here. We're getting there, and hopefully we're supposed to have like a whole week of more reasonable temperatures now, so. And I'm back in the car. Actually, I haven't been in the car that much this week. I've really been just chilling at home most of the time. But after the weeding, I went inside for a while, put my feet up, cooled down, and then I just had to run a couple of quick errands, the drugstore and the natural food store. And now I'm going back home. And I am back home, back in my recliner. That was just a quick trip out. I've been putting it off all week. I only needed a few little things. And it's still beautiful out. You could just hear our air conditioning just started up. But it's still really nice out. And I'm going to get a little bit of writing done and then have some lunch. And I'm up after my nap and back into the recliner. And wow, does it ever feel like a Friday afternoon. I'm just really kind of dragging. I mean, afternoon time after my nap is always low energy time, but it feels like Friday. It feels like it's been a long week. Even though it was a pretty easy week for me, I didn't do all that much, but just ready for the weekend, I guess. Even though weekend doesn't mean that much to me. It's not like we go out and do all kinds of cool, fun things, but we are hoping the weather's going to be so beautiful this weekend, and it already is. So, you see? Yeah, I've actually got the windows open. It's just amazing. So I am just gonna chill out here, do some low energy tasks. I'm still way behind in my email. I've probably got like 300 unread emails to get through and a couple of other mindless things to do. So I'll just do that and hang out here in the recliner and wait for Friday evening. So we are out on a beautiful trail along one of the many lovely creeks in our area. It's low 70s this morning, low humidity, nice breeze. It is just beautiful out here. And so we just wanted to get out for a short hike near the water. We have walked the trail on the other side of this creek before, but never this one. So something a little different. Back home and back in my recliner. This is probably where I will stay for the rest of the day. It was really nice to be outside and take a little walk out in the forest and with the stream running by. But that's a lot of activity for me, so just chilling out now. Just have some easy weekend stuff to do, paying some bills online and stuff like that. My husband and son are outside doing yard work, so I will just enjoy the quiet. I've come out to our nice screened-in porch to read a little bit. Just got up from my nap and just pretty sluggish today. That walk this morning was quite a bit for me, even though, you know, I tried to keep it easy, but still, you know how it goes. And look how beautiful it is out here. It's just, this is like perfect weather, and it's such a treat after the torturous heat all summer. So I am enjoying this. I have a bad habit of never really relaxing, like other than nap and sleep, you know, that sort of thing. I always feel like I should be doing something, and right now there's a ton of stuff over near my laptop on the recliner that I should be doing, but I decided to just, it is Saturday, and I decided to just relax. So I came out here with an excellent book. I'm reading Hearts in Atlantis by Stephen King. Not horror. There is a little bit of suspense in it, but it's 3 short stories and 1 novella that are all kind of interconnected, set in one small town. So the first part is from the perspective of an 11-year-old boy, and that's something Stephen King does beautifully, right from the perspective of a kid. So I'm really enjoying it. So I think I'm just going to relax and enjoy the sounds of the birds and the trees outside. Sunday afternoon, I am pretty beat. Just got up from my nap, and I think I could have just stayed in bed until Monday morning. It's still really nice outside. In fact, I did have to close the house up and turn the air conditioning on for my nap, but I think I'm gonna open things up again now. I like to take a short walk outside. I mean, like just down my driveway to my mailbox after I get up from my nap. Just the sunshine and the fresh air helps me wake up. One last end of the week job that I really don't look forward to, refilling all my medicine boxes. I've got 4, 5, 6 here, and then another 2 upstairs in the bathroom for nap time and bedtime. A lot of my prescriptions are at bedtime, so here's a few prescriptions and a bunch of supplements. And yeah, it's a lot. I take a lot of stuff every day. And the Lyme stuff is separate. That's in the kitchen. But really helps to have them set up into the boxes. But it takes me almost an hour every Sunday. So that's it. Then I can chill out and enjoy Sunday evening.